Oh, hey, Cravers, you snuck up on me. How you doing today? Happy Easter to all of you. What do you think about a turkey meatloaf today? I'm going to show you how I make that. Stay with me. All right, Cravers, we'll start from the other side today. The co-star of the show is going to be this ground turkey. It says 3 pounds, but we're only going to use 2 pounds of it. You're going to need some black pepper, some garlic powder, minced onion, some red bell pepper that I've already diced, a nice medium-sized pan, brown sugar, crackers, tomato paste, honey, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce. Yes, I'm pronouncing that correctly. I looked up pronounce so I could pronounce that correctly. Worcestershire sauce. That's how you pronounce it. And forget what your uncle and everybody told you about Worcester and all that. That's not how you pronounce it. All right, and some cheese. Yeah, cheese. It's a little hack that my wife taught me when we first got married years ago. I used to put mushrooms in mine, but this cheese does it better. It doesn't taste cheesy, but it gives it an awesome flavor. All right, Cravers, I forgot one thing. I don't know what it is. Either I'm going crazy or I'm getting old. But I'm not getting older, I'm getting better. So I'll just say I'm going crazy. I'll take that. I forgot the egg. Make sure you have 1 egg that you beat up really well.
A minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
All right, Cravers, I've taken 3/4 of that ground turkey out of the pan. If you don't know what that looks like for beginners, you'll leave a piece about like that if you have this 3-pound pack. All right, I'm putting on a glove because I don't want to have to keep washing my hands while dealing with this meat. So now you want to just press that meat out. Take a little bit of your minced onion. So then come back with some pepper. You can use peppercorn if you want to, but I like to use this regular black pepper powder instead of my grinder on the meatloaf because I don't like chunks of pepper in my meatloaf. A little bit of garlic. I don't like a lot of garlic. If you like a lot, put your lot in there. Now you're gonna get your bell pepper. I diced this red bell pepper. It's 1 whole bell pepper. And I put it on a napkin so it could drain and it won't be so much juice in it and wet. Spread that out evenly. All right, then you're gonna take like a cup of cheese. Not too cheesy, we're not trying to make a cheeseburger. We're just using this cheese for flavor. That egg that I told you to beat earlier, go ahead and dump it in there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make everything inside of my pan. Usually on my videos, I like to do stuff the way that you would do it at home. I could be more professional and get all the little containers out and all the little bitty glass bowls and show you how to whip the egg up and everything. But I like to get straight to the point so that you won't be watching this video forever and you get tired of me. So that's what you're gonna do. Then you're gonna start mixing this stuff up together. Mix it up in your pan. You don't have to get all those bowls and stuff out and mix it up in a bowl because you're gonna cook it in this pan. So why not mix everything up inside the pan and then form it? And then the next thing you're gonna need is a pack of Ritz crackers. And you're gonna crunch these up. So I'm not gonna let you watch me crunch these up because it's gonna be really loud on this video, but I'm about to crunch them up now, dump them in there, and continue mixing with my hands. All right, Cravers, I got my crackers in there. If you see any other big pieces, just crunch them up with your glove on. Spread those out evenly so you can see if you got any more whole crackers because you don't wanna bite down into a piece of bread in the middle of your meatloaf. So. And the Italian Ritz crackers are pretty good inside of this. You can use regular, you can use any kind of Ritz cracker you want to, any flavor that you want. This is gonna add more flavor to your meatloaf. I think I got the zesty vegetable here because that's all they had at the store. But normally I get the regular. But the zesty vegetable, I've used it before and it gives it a really good flavor. All right, if you hear the water running in the background, that's because I'm gonna pat this up with my hands. Then I'm gonna go back and wash my hands because now you got all your seasoning in there. You won't be touching your containers with your hands and then putting it back on your meat and back on your container and back on your meat and back on your container. I think you get the point. Just work your hands around in there like I'm doing right now. Cuff it like a little baby. Make sure you don't leave any holes or gaps in there because you don't want it to fall apart. With those little air gaps, get it packed really tight. All right, cravers, there you have it. That's what it looks like. May look like a football or catcher's mound or something, but you see it's not as tall as your traditional meatloaf and it's a little wider. Back with your cravers. I'm having a cup of tea, waiting on that oven to get up to 350. Once it does, you're gonna sit that meatloaf in there on the second from the bottom rack at 350 for 55 minutes to an hour or until it's 160 degrees on the inside. For you, those of you that don't know how to tell if it's 160 degrees on the inside, well, you can go to Walmart back by the barbecue section. They have a little thermometer that flips out like a little pocket knife. You can stick that down in between there and check the temperature. But for me, I can tell by eyesight using a toothpick or a bamboo stick. So for those of you that are new, get you one of those thermometers so you can tell when your meat is done or when it's not. So remember, Walmart section, where the barbecue equipment is, it says meat thermometer. It is very easy to use. It'll tell you on the box how to use it. You just press the button, stick it into the thickest part of the meat, test it, and you'll know whether it's done or not. I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Here it is, cravers. It's a pocket thermometer, but they're mainly called meat thermometers, but I had that wrong, but this is what the one at Walmart is called. As you can see, there it is. All right, cravers. There's your pretty Easter egg in there. All right, so now you're saying, Carlos, why did you have me buy all that stuff if I didn't need it all? Yeah, you needed it all. So you're gonna take like a half a cup of honey, squirt it into your pan. Let's get that honey in there. Maybe not a half a cup, maybe more like a third of a cup. How about that? Because you don't want it too sweet. You're gonna take 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. If you have soy sauce, take a tablespoon of soy sauce and put it in there, but they didn't have any in the store, so I'm not using that. You're gonna take like a third of a cup of ketchup. And you're gonna use your can of tomato paste. But you usually have to cut the bottom of that can. Now that we finally got that in there, I spared you the agony of watching you do it. I'm gonna take like a fourth of a cup of brown sugar and put it in there. Fourth of a cup. Get this cooked and stirred in and let it cool so you can spread it across the top of your meatloaf when it's done. And when your meatloaf is done, you're gonna stick it back in the oven with this sauce on top of it and let it caramelize on top of it. When you're making this sauce, if you want it to be a little stronger, you can put like a teaspoon of vinegar in there. Or you don't have to do that, you can add more ketchup. If you want it sweeter, add more brown sugar. If you want it a little more tangy, then add a little more ketchup and a little more Worcestershire sauce. But I mean, do it your way. The sauce is done. There you go. We're gonna set that off to the side until the meatloaf is finished. Let it cool and thicken up. All right, you're gonna be the first to see. Taking this meatloaf out. I got tough hands, been working on the railroad for a long time, so it's not hot to me. Railroad working to do that for you. But here's your meatloaf, it's done. We're gonna dump all that juice off of it that's in the bottom, but for right now, I'm gonna give you a freebie. I'm gonna teach you how to use this meat probe that I told you about. Yeah, this is your Easter present. So you're gonna turn it on right here on the side. It's gonna light up. You're gonna take it and stick it into the thickest part of your meat, but since this is a meatloaf and it's pretty much even, just stick it in there and go down to like the middle of it. You're gonna let that calculate. You can't see it right now. You want this turkey meatloaf to be at 160. So once the numbers stable out, I'll hit hold which is a button right there at the top that says hold. And there you go. See the hold button? It's 181. So you know that that turkey meatloaf is done on the inside. Now we're gonna drain this bad boy. I appreciate you watching. This pretty much concludes this video. I will leave you some pictures at the end when I slice that beast and show you what it looks like. And I hope it makes you hungry and you want to make this and it helps your family. But once again, happy Easter and may God bless you. Stay covered and safe during this time. Stay at home. Please like, subscribe, and comment on my videos. Mainly subscribe. If you don't want to comment, you don't have to. And I'll keep these videos going. It keeps me motivated. Thank you. There it is, cravers. That bad boy is steaming. Hold that back a little bit for you. All that stuff in the bottom of the pan dried up. There you go. I'm gonna slice it in a minute and show you what it looks like on the inside. Thanks again for watching.